So on my journey of doing this, I'm speaking at lunch and at dinner, and I'm finding that a big percentage of my students are not becoming millionaires. And I'm like, why? We get the foreclosure list. We got the forms and contracts. We do everything. All you got to do is knock on the door and talk to the people. And they wouldn't do it. And so I asked the question, why? And that's when I went to Landmark Education. Anybody been to Landmark Education? I went to Landmark and whoa. Then after that, I went to Deepak Chopra, Wayne Dyer, Jerry Esther Hicks. Then I learned timeline therapy. Then I became certified in hypnosis. I studied all these different things. And I started to find out what is happening. And what I discovered, oh, thank you, my friend. What I discovered is that what happens is these patterns and these beliefs are locked into the person's subconscious mind. So not only did we give them the system, it wouldn't work. So what I would do, I became fascinated with this hypnosis thing. I loved it. It was really cool what was happening, and I was finding things out that nobody knows. And what would mostly happen is I would see one of my people that would buy, and intuitively somehow I would just do a session on them. And usually what would happen is they would usually go back to when they were from 0 to 6 years old. Sometime in that range, there would be an event. Something occurred to them, and then they created a story and a meaning about money or about themselves that they would hold on to, and this would prevent them from anything outside of them happening to that. So I'd go back on a timeline, and I would release this pattern. And then after that, during the session, they would cry. They would sometimes do all kinds of different things. And they would release that emotional charge. And then after that, I found out they would become successful. So I'm doing these sessions, and all kinds of crazy things are happening. I could tell you, people would go back to the womb, people were rebirthing, and then possibly people went back to past lives on me. And I started to discover all these different things. So then I asked the question. I'm seeing these thousands of people, but here's the problem. I'm only working with one person. The other 1,000, I didn't do sessions on. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, how can I, it's like they're going to get my system, but if they don't have a hypnotherapist or somebody go back and change these belief patterns, they're probably not going to make it. So I'm thinking to myself, how can I make this happen? Because I don't want somebody to buy my course if they're not going to become successful. That's my opinion. How many of you are like that? You don't want people buying unless you know they're going to become successful. That's how I am too. I want them to be successful. But now they don't have somebody to do the hypnosis. So then I'm like, wait a minute. Then it hit me. What if, while I was speaking in front of the group, I did the hypnosis session then? Now I get all of them.